Hello again, welcome back for another daily Bionovisor Repentance. It is still June 5th, 2026. I need to check to see something here. Okay. We're going to try this again. I think this time just don't take Chaos. Don't take Deal boss room item things that have like tied to the Satanic Bible. CDR is ZSW2WYPO. I'm feeling great defining it this time. It's a series of mistakes that I made, and well, you can see how what I was trying to do, right? Like I wasn't intentionally like, let's fuck up this process and not find it, right? I pivoted with Chaos because it's like, well, with Chaos, it rearranges items, and so maybe I'll find it in the wild, or I'll find some way to break the game to... That's kind of a secondary thing I guess I had in mind, is breaking the game enough to where I could do that. Or finding Glitch Crown, and none of those really came true here. Oh, that's an okay thing here. Clogged enemies. Well, maybe they should just take some fiber and stop, like, getting constipated, you know? That's one of the important things, is having plenty of fiber, because I guess that could lead to colon cancer and whatever else. You can still get colon cancer, like, even with eating enough fiber, I guess, but you're more susceptible if you don't get enough fiber to have colon cancer. You know, being overweight can do it too. Not exercising much can do it too. Genetics. Like, there's a lot of factors, you know, with human health. I haven't been eating enough like I should the last couple of days or something, because I've been so incredibly busy. I want to do some exercising today. I got to find some stuff too to get scanned and whatever, digitized. So I got to get around to doing that too. I might do. I'm going to have to do it after the end of this video. Like, look for it. I got to like get ready to do other things too, like shower and everything. So get a bunch of things done. Hot cross buns and all that. I have an appointment on Monday, which I'm hoping I can go to get my phone fixed. That'd be very shitty if I can't. But it's hard to say from right now, because it was supposed to happen by now, but then they text me earlier this morning. It's like, yeah, they're having some equipment failures, and so they can't come over to fix my phone. So my phone still can be used. It's just, I'm scared shitless if it's just stopped working all of a sudden. I'm not as shitless for it to stop working, because I backed up most of everything, so I'm gonna die in here, huh? I'm gonna die in this house. So much of that TikTok stuff. Anyways, I thought it was pretty clever with that song. I don't know if it's AI generated or it was human generated. Yes, I use that term. I used the term before anyone else. They probably used it. Like, there's over 8 fucking billion people on this planet. Who the fuck is not going to be using that clever term and think they're a genius too? Like, I thought something different, guys. It's like the whole Buzz Lightyear, like, scene from, like, Toy Story 2, where Buzz was in, like, this packaging with everybody else or something like that. Got looped up in there. And it was smiling. So it's implying with the meme, it's like, you're not special. You're just identical like all these other people that have this supposed thought, idea, belief, whatever. You don't stand out to be unique. Listen, your thoughts, your beliefs, your assumptions, all these other freaking things, you know, preferences and shit, you know, all these psychological, subconscious, unconscious, and metaphysical, whatever. They're all unique to you, and you're a unique person. Everybody's a unique person, all right? Like, don't feel like, oh, I'm not special because my idea is not, like, unique or whatever. No, it's, you have different processes to make it unique to yourself and how it stands out. People may have similarities like yours for ideas or whatever, but they're not the same. They have trace elements of different things going on, you know? And if you really want to expand on that and everything to this small concept of an idea, it's like it's going to be very vastly different thing compared to this other person's like concept of it, you know? When they just expand on it. Then you see the differences. Everybody's differences, man. There's a commonality, but then within that commonality, there's stuff that can branch out to being more refined. It's like saying, oh, I like pizza. You know, you got a good amount of people that like pizza. Millions and billions of people, whatever, right? But then within that subset, it's like, okay, well, what kind of crust do you like? And then it's like, okay, sauces, toppings, you know? How long do you want to have it cooked? Do you prefer it, you know, what's your temperature on the thing, right? You know what I mean? Style. There's so many fucking combinations. You can't just be like, oh, you know, I like pizza and we can agree to that. No, damn it. You must believe that there's infinite possibilities. It's like a multiverse of choices. And only that's real and not the multiverse. The Disney bullshit concept. Just lazy writing. I had someone try to explain to me months ago about, because they've seen pretty much most of the Marvel, like, stuff. Not some of the recent stuff the last couple of years, but, I mean, they saw a little bit of it. And I had them try to explain to me about this multiverse shit and little things I saw online with some clip of something, and I had no fucking clue. And when they explained to me, like, whatever the fuck, like, oh yeah, this character doing this thing or having this thing going on, but actually it was this thing and da-da-da, I was already fucking lost, you know? I felt like a grandmother watching YouTube is like, or somebody's like showing me a YouTube video, I'm like a grandmother or a grandfather or an old person, and it's like, oh, who's that? You know? And, you know, I have to keep being explained because my mind just can't comprehend such a technological advancement that, and I'm not even on fucking YouTube all the time, that this is a stranger on the internet and anybody can upload stuff. I'm so used to like television and newspapers and stuff like that, where there's a purpose of them being on there, and there's a reason why they're being put on television, interviewed by the newspaper, things like that. They have some relevancy. We can become the relevancy whenever we want to. You're watching a YouTube video of me commentating of Isaac over 2,000 videos that I'm voluntarily putting on the system. I'm not having somebody else, like, recording it for me, putting stuff on there and whatever else, you know? We've changed so much when it comes to processing and putting information out there that we can voluntarily do it on a platform full of eyes and everything. Fuck. I know that was a little long, guys, but... Wow, you should sit down, stay off your phone, and just think about these long thoughts and write somewhere. Like a philosopher. Yeah, but like... I'm not doing that. I'll just do it like in my limited sessions with my Isaac plays here. Thank you very much. Thanks, but no thanks. I got this, guys. I don't need to do that. Anyways, it's a hell of a tangent. No, it's not really a tangent. It was just like metaphysical possession, I guess. That's right. The aliens have beamed into my brains and just like gave me a spurt of cosmic knowledge. The Greys did it. Anyways. Greys. Greys. Sounds like a zombie, but like asking for aliens, I guess. Asking to eat aliens. We'll hold on to this, I guess. No, my grandmother was like that. She with, well, not with what I was doing there, but what I mean was, oh shit. She believed in a concept of, and that was my interpretation with it too when I showed her some videos over the years. It's like, she would ask me, who's that, right? I mean, she understood the concept before, kinda, but I think this is being so like left field out of like her whole normalcy and everything with YouTube and other platforms. You know, you can upload your own content, videos and everything, that like it's still hard for her to grasp. It was hard for her to grasp. And so I wasn't going to give her shit for it, you know, like, why are you silly? Why are you so dang silly? You know, you should know better. Now, instead it's like, you know, you have to be understanding. You have to look at the perspective of how things were for her growing up. And assess like, you know, okay, this is probably how she would see this the way they see it because of the way it. Oh God. And you know, I can definitely, you know, I've been in that generation long enough to where I could definitely see that as well. I mean, not the same generation of her, obviously, but what I mean is like, you know, being, you know, growing up in the 90s, much in the 90s and everything, is I'm about to die. I'm gonna die in this house. I need to fucking put it over there. Oh boy. You're aiming for it now. There we go. We didn't get it. That's fine. What matters is we survived. Okay. What I mean is, I've been around long enough to know what the pre-internet looked like, even though I might have limited memories, but not enough to where it's like super vague. To where it's like, that's what I've known about too. Newspapers, television. You know, you're on there because like somebody wants you on there for something relevant, right? And then you got cleared by like studios or whatever, television programs to do it. I mean, there's exceptions where it's like Jackass or something, television show that was on there for like a year or two before it's like advertisers were getting pissed or whatever, and so they had to kind of pivot off the platform, I think, at some point. But that had to get approved anyways. You know what I mean? You had to be filmed or whatever. They had people like in the background being filmed or whatever. You know, there's a lot of complexities. The point is, you had to have some level of like being put on there for some reason, and then within that reason, it's like you gotta get approved by the studios of you being on there. It's part of the content that's being filmed as a whole, right? So. And so, yeah, that's what it was then. Now, the newer generations anymore, you're right? We're so young when the internet came out, or... I mean, I was pretty young when the internet came out, right? Like, when I first got... Well, my mom first got a computer in 97. It was internet capable and everything, so it was around that same time that she got dial-up. So that was our first experience with the internet. So, but it was not high-speed internet. it wasn't technologically advanced like it is today. You can upload videos at higher speeds, download videos, consume a bunch of content on the fly without loading a bunch of shit. There's a lot more options to finding stuff. Just a whole myriad of things, right? And so when we first experienced with it, we just try to find what kind of websites there are out there. Kind of explore the internet and what have you. And anyways, I was like thinking something in the back of my head about something else to do. Anyways, internet didn't really come around to be more relevant, like in school and stuff like that, until like, well, by the time I got to middle school. Oh yeah, we have. Yeah, that's right. Fuck yeah, it's all right. We have a little bit of wiggle room here to finding what we need to find. Hopefully I get another charge. I don't know what I was thinking. They're trying to reroll there. Maybe look for a better item. It might like help with this journey. But yeah, it wasn't until like middle school that, which was like in the 2000s, that I had to use the internet to like hunt down like pictures for computer lab for like doing like a morphine program on an Apple computer. So like little things like that, and then I got into high school, and then it's like wrote some research papers and turn in and everything, and, you know, etc. And they got more advanced, obviously, the older I got. So then YouTube came around in like 05, but then I started using it in 06. So then I quickly grasped like people could just upload stuff, right? I don't know how long it took for me to like understand that concept. I think I was probably quicker than like my grandmother, you know? Like she wasn't there for early YouTube or anything like that, right? Like nothing like that. She was the only things she'd do on a computer was like playing solitaire, right? Before she was playing solitaire on like her kitchen table. I mean, she would do that even when she had access to a computer sometimes, but it just depends like if she has access then or later. And so she didn't like browse on the internet, right? Like I lent her my cell phone one time to call out because of some issues with the phone lines. And I obviously dialed it in and taught her how to talk into it and everything. So she just had a home phone, right? And that was it. And of course I set it up for her and whatever. But make sure the lines were working and everything too. Because she was part of that what was it, Silent Generation? Greatest Generation, something like that, you know? So she yeah, so she's a little bit older than a lot of other grandmothers. I mean, you still have some grandmothers about that age, you know? Might be still around, might be. But then the newer generations obviously having grandmothers that are like born like the fucking 90s or something, you know? Like 80s, 70s and all that. So she never really asked me about like whether she wanted to be put on YouTube or want to do a YouTube channel, you know? Well, I think maybe because I never really approached her with that. I mean, that's a big part of it, kind of explaining it, maybe find out what kind of hobby she want to do, you know what I mean? Like, I never I guess it never really crossed my mind now I think about it. She's not around anymore, but, you know, it never really crossed my mind. I mean, I've seen YouTube channels over the years, like they had, what's her name, with the depression cookie, you know, she passed away like a couple of years ago or something, so she would have been about that age as my grandmother, those days. Holy shit, spin down is good. I'm gonna take Sacred Heart. So I need the dice jar thing. But one last deal, huh? But she, I just never considered it. And I look back to, not like, let's see. I'm gonna take the stapler. Maybe I shouldn't. I didn't even do anything with my damage. Why did it not do anything with my damage? Okay. Like, nothing to do with, like, making videos like that. It's more lines of, I should have got more stories out of her. I got some stuff recorded with stories, but it's like, fuck, you know? You don't think about it until after it happens. That's what's kind of shitty. Sometimes when a person passes away or move on with things, you know what I mean? But then you want to get more of a story. You want more of a context. You wanted to learn more about them as a person, their lifestyle, people around them. You know, like, I used to see these TikTok videos off and on about like, oh yeah, here's this thing perfect for Mother's or Father's Day or whatever, or grandparents or whoever. It's like, here's a bunch of questions to ask them, you know? It's already long past due for me for a lot of that stuff, so... What the fuck, Richard? Okay. That's an interesting, like, setup there. We'll get the... Well, yeah, we'll get the finger. I don't want to re-roll this stuff because I want to save the charges. Well, then again, we're on XL floor, so maybe... I see something here. So anyways... I mean, same thing too with like going through pictures with my grandmother years ago. It was like, she told me about all these different names of people on there, and she told me like straight up like I should be like marking these names or something like that. And I should have. Son of a bitch, you know? I was there, she was giving me all these names of people. A lot of them I don't know. And like, I should have written them down. I'll admit that was on me with it, but at the time, like, there's a lot of stuff that was going on at once, and a lot of things going on, happening. Gippy again, guys. So for you guys, I mean, I do highly suggest, you know, parents, grandparents, whatever. I mean, you just get stuff recorded, you know? Pictures, especially. I mean, more so like videos and audio, right? Stories. Talk to them. Interact with them. Get some kind of like basic stuff, deep stuff, you know? All these things, you know? Because, you know, when they're gone, like, that's it. Like, there's no going back and asking them about things. Learning about stuff. You know, it's essentially genealogy things, you know? And there's something to kind of consider. Now, I'm not saying, like, you know, I'll talk to this toxic family member or whatever, and, you know, you're trying to distance or what have you. What I mean is, like, part of me wants to take this here. I'm going to, because I want to gulp that, because that could be something we could break here to try to maybe wiggle this through. And I think I'm going to prioritize this. I got a pearl throat too. I could probably use a pearl throat in the shop. I was thinking maybe if I had enough money, I can use the reverse fool. I don't think I will be able to. But yeah, just something to kind of consider and digest, right? Because you don't know if they're going to come up with an accident or some kind of a health problem comes up over sudden. You know, so anything can happen, whether predictable or not. A lot of things are unpredictable. You don't know how things are going to be a few years from now. And nobody does. All right, let me think here. Kind of come back. What we'll do is we'll re-roll with the dice in the shop. Nuns have it. Can be breakable. Now, broken modem's good. Jumper cable's good. Probably take broken modem to get more double up of things. All right, we are doing pretty well for ourselves here. We've got some potentialities to how we could approach this. Different angles. We might end up getting our key here. We have a pretty good likelihood with how we got things situated. We save our money and try to get as much as we can in order to get like multiple quarters to drop from our card. And we pop that in the secret room just so we can re-roll in there and try to look for an R key. Echo chamber, whatever else, both. In order to facilitate a break and be able to find like Genesis more likely and then whatever else that I can't think of. I think that might be just whatever there I gotta find anyways. Just go from there, man. Could find a clicker and then try to like do beast fight with Jacob and Esau. There's an idea. Since they didn't make it as much of a pain in the ass anymore with taking the most recent item away every single time. It's like a 50-50. So that's cool. We won't be losing as many items. Unless we're just statistically unlucky. Statistically fucked. Alright. Let's go fight the boss. Bosses. You're not the boss of me now, and you're not so big. Life is unfair. On the funfair of shittery. Shit-shittery, shit-shittery, shit-shit-shiroo. We'll just take the speed. I don't want to get too many of these hearts to, you know, prevent me from getting any of them in the future to do some wicked cool shit. Now we could get key pieces, but I think we should re-roll the key pieces too. We'll take this again as usual. You could have gave me more. You're gonna give me 2 items, 3 items. Yeah, 3 items, 2 angel statues, something. To like increase our likelihood. Cool shit. I could pop the full in here, but I'm like, we're gonna try a different strategy. Son of a bitch. I don't want whatever there. Oh, we got oh, okay, we got that transformation. Sweet, we can fly. Oh, you're a fast boy. Holy shit, I almost didn't see you there. little fucker. Think you're fucking better than me? I don't know what else to say. I just got exhausted from, like, talking all that stuff. Mouth words. Oh, then the run is looking A-okay for us here. We haven't found what we're looking for yet, but we're getting there. We got some strategies to work with. If I do find Genesis, do I take it? Yeah, sure, let's do it. You know? Well, I got the loot. All the good items. The beans. You don't know beans about eating Bush's baked beans. Trying to find my damn boss room. Thank you, man. That mask of infamy's been protect me at least 3 times I've noticed. So we've been blessed. We've been blessed. I checked. Odd chance it could be there. I think it can end up like that. Position. Soul of a maybe I'm wrong. I'm kind of worn out. I've got shit I gotta do too. I got so much I gotta do. I gotta get vitamins today too. Yeah. I just found out I ran out of some last night. Some of them. Like shit. Why me? What's your purpose to mess with me, universe? Oh yeah, I gotta point my finger that way. Pull my finger. Gotcha. I farted on you. Now you got pink eye. Alright. Payout. Oh yeah, we have the other items. So we can do half the damage after the first hit. Oh, we're getting money. That's right. Guys, we could actually do it in here. This whole thing with our reverse full card. Yeah, but what about getting a bunch of bombs and keys and stuff, lol? No. And I think I have a strat. Oh no, actually. I can't like double up on that. I don't have like endless. Oh no, I have endless nameless, so I could. If it procs, we might get our reverse full card back again, then try to like gather up more money here and try to do something. Alright, we got it. Alright. So we'll do this. Oh, I did not mean to take it, you son of a bitch. Endless nameless is gone. Not gone. You know what I mean. Like, it didn't proc, is what I meant. We'll collect all this other stuff. Could play that beggar too. I mean, I guess, well, like, what else are we gonna lose here? Picking up that quarter is like a loss. A huge loss. More than you realize, because, like, it's an extra item pedestal we'll try to re-roll through. We don't have, like, a lot of charges either to work with. To gain on this floor. Unless we find some kind of, like, luck. We get locked out with it. So we're play him. Don't get anything, we'll re-roll anyways, I guess. With or without his bastard help. He paid out after a few coins the last time I played this guy, but that was just, like, a rare occurrence. Like, don't expect that to be happening all the time, you know? I guess we'll get this. Why not? Well, we got to fucking lose anyways. Fuck, I gotta get a lot of stuff done today too. Come on. Oh, I did pay out, finally. All right. While rock bottom, I guess we'll get. We're not going for chaos again. I learned my lesson. We're not ever again, but like, for these circumstances right now, what I'm trying to aim for, that kind of thing I'm trying to do. That's where I'm trying to gravitate towards. In that context. A lot of stinkers in that room with the full of items, so hopefully this floor is big enough to get enough charges. Maybe a baby battery or a regular battery could just help us here. I know maybe I should have saved the next floor, but so we have enough floor potential, but I don't know, man. We're gonna cut it. We're not gonna get it. We're gonna cut it close unless we get some kind of devil deal and Krampus, we take him out. Or we get an angel deal when we take him out. Only way how we're gonna get these charges at this point. So we gotta get a deal. It's gotta be an angel deal that guaranteed an angel statue to bomb to get a charge. Alright, there's part of that process. It's not Krampus. Fuck. Okay. No way we can get hurt! That's right, we have nuns have it. I forgot. Alright. We'll just do it this way. I was about to go to the other room, but I ain't gonna fly. Well, this glitch crowner fucking glitch crowner echo chamber. Shit. Alright. Glitch crown. I have an idea too. We're gonna get more charges since we have this concept of hurting ourselves and half of the damage each time after the first time. And I know the perfect place. I don't think there's any spiky rocks. No. We'll take some of this though. So there's a trick to doing this. Oh, fuck off. Fuck you! Oh, wait, that's right. I gotta do it this way. Alright. I forgot. Because we have wings. We could fly and all that. That's how it is. Because it negates damage when you go in, but not out. Alright. Yeah, I forgot.
Soul of Samson. Soul of Samson.
Well, let's name this proc there. What the hell? What the helly? Alright. We should be able to get this. Yeah, there's our key. They say it could not be done. What did they say now? Now, that's another thing to get in it. Key, 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 key. All right. He's a genius. And then maybe Lotus, I guess. Let's see. Low. All right. Now, even though we don't have our key. Now, even though we don't have whatever the hell. To like reroll stuff or whatever. We have the glitch crown. We stick with angel deals. I mean, we can go for devil deals now or something, and then when we restart it or some deal, then we can pivot back because that's not gonna like compromise us for the future on an RQ run. But I want to keep it as true as I can with an angel deal. Even though this is our last chance to get it here. Want to kind of preserve some of these hearts too, because I might go a little control. But we're going to be super powerful, right? By the time we pop the R key and all this other stuff, like other things are going to happen. We got the tools necessary, and I think honestly a much higher likelihood now to get Genesis. We have so much more of a likelihood now. It's gonna be wicked sick, guys. You just gotta wait and see. Endless Nameless is helping us with things. Even though it doesn't seem like it's useful right there, but the act of just giving it us anyways proves its love for us. Even if we're not warranted in asking for it. Brother. Alright. We're more likely going to be going to Delirium again. Or do we want to do Delirium again? I think about it. Probably not. Alright, we've got a devil deal. Nah. So we're going up. And I'll probably just pop this thing after we beat Blue Baby. Explore the chest that we can for items and whatever. I could help us maybe break it further to just dig through the shit. For like the R key. Man, we keep getting all these Perthrals and Isaac stuff. I can't even use them right now. I'm sorry. Thanks, bye. And by the way, I seen the other day there was kind of this confirmation, it looks like, that unicorn drink from Starbucks is coming back. I never had the original drink. I know of it, right? But there have been contest clues the past few months about rumors of it coming back. There was like this big expensive music show that happened a few months ago about they had this exclusive unicorn drink from Starbucks there. But you had to be there at that event and pay an expensive ass ticket to get that exclusive drink there too. And well, majority of us missed out, let's be real. We're not fucking got a wad of cash, a lot of us, to go see that. But then they released like this cake pop of a unicorn too. So it was just kind of hitting another thing. And then finally it just confirmed. It's coming back later this summer. They didn't say when, but it'll be 3 days worth. Makes sense it's doing 3 days, I guess, because like the drink looks like a complex thing to make. A bunch of different things in it. So yeah, so that's coming back, I guess. 2017 thing. So it's been 9 fucking years. Was it 9 years since it was out? Son of a bitch. The passage of time. Creeping and coming for us all. It don't matter who you are, how old you are. The passage of time, you're gonna look back and like, holy fuck, has it been that long? Yes. Yes. How time flies. Oh, it didn't seem like it was that long ago. And it'll be getting sooner and sooner and sooner. The passage of time gets constrained more and more to where it feels like yesterday. Fuck, it feels like it, because I've been doing Isaac videos for like a little over 5 years. Half a fucking decade, mind you. I had this channel for 16 years. Holy shit, it's been almost 2 fucking decades. Head, 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 head. Whatever here. Whatever here. Whatever here. I know, it's 16 fucking years. My first... Oh, that's interesting. I don't know about Ipecac. I'm scared. I didn't mean to... whatever. I wasn't going... I didn't have an intention there. I just grabbed whatever. I didn't mean to do that. But I did it anyways. 'Cause I'm silly goose. Whatever, 9 lives is fine, you know? It's got the item. But... The hell was I saying? Passage of time and all that, yeah. 16 years. The first video I had on the channel was me unlocking Recon. Like clicking, like after I got the Recon unlocked, I went on the website. 1 second here. B, 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 B. I want something with shorter syllables, so that way it goes along with the timing, right? If you say something with more than 1 syllable, you're gonna have a unfun time. Lick, 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 like liquid, for short, you know? Is that even a word with that? No, I'm just making shit up. We'll kind of keep our dice here for like angel deal stuff. Especially re-rolling key pieces, I suppose. You mean this Gar licked this bread? Get it? Garlic bread? But Gar is a type of fish. And lick, it was licking. And bread, because, you know, let's get this bread, gamers. Get it? You nerd! Don't ever speak to me again with that freaking pun shit. It's pungent. That was a good one there. I feel like some nerd with like a bunch of index cards in my back pocket or something like that, just flipping through like relevant puns to see which one's going to stick in this conversation and then just be ridiculed afterwards. Fucking stinking nerd! Who puts fucking index 3x5 index cards in their fucking pockets to like look for relevant shit in the year 2026? Who does that? It's the psychopath. That's who does it. Probably should have got that. Whatever. Like, we're not here to like do an ad infinitum thing. Though we could, but I didn't try hard enough to like min-max the shit out of the rest of this run. I have to get an art key, but I'm going for a different goal in mind. And I should be more likely finding fucking whatever the hell here in my journey. Actually, you know what? Let's go down. Now I think about it, I have the crown. What the hell am I thinking? We could find random items and random pulls, and it's not because of having chaos or anything. We don't have chaos. You can still find stuff that is outside whatever. Cleans up the pool a little bit too, of finding our Genesis. You could find Genesis, I think, as boss room items, I think, for Delirium. That might hold true, maybe similar to whatever else. Okay. Man, I gotta get shit done and I'm like stalling. All right. Sorry, I'm just like spacing out and thinking about something as I'm playing. I've done that kind of thing before, right? Well, the Isaac, yeah, I mean, it's kind of rare. But like when I'm reading a book, yeah, he reads books. What a fucking nerd. Anyways, when I read a book, sometimes, it doesn't happen often, but just off and on, right? Kind of rarish. I would read, but then I would have something in the back of my mind going on at the same time. So I read the words, but then I have something in the back of my mind going on at the same time. So I might pick up to some degree what I was reading, right? You know, reading comprehension, but then not everything. So I have to go back and just see kind of the context. Like, okay, what the fuck did I miss? You know, before I can proceed reading, try to stay on task. It's not ADHD, okay? Let me preference. I've heard so many times people talk about, oh, I think they have ADHD, or, oh, I know how you mean, I have ADHD too, and whatever, you know? Now, when I was a kid, they tried to diagnose me with ADD, right? And yeah, you may be like thinking, okay, this guy is trailing out so many things from this thing to that thing and pivoting so many fucking things. Like, I'm losing track where the fuck he got to the start of this conversation with things. Why did it fucking divert so fucking hard? I'm just random that way. I'm born different. Like, it's not ADHD. Like, let's see. Call. If it was ADHD, like, I'd be having a lot more issues with trying to like do a lot of, you know, day-to-day tasks. You know what I mean? I would have had much more difficulties in school. I would have to have something to keep me on task, Adderall or something, you know, speed, a dash of cocaine. Pa. My pleasure, Pa. If you don't know what that line was, that was from Judge Dredd. The original Judge Dredd, not that remake shit. Oh, you don't have ADHD, huh? And you just like pivoted a movie quote? That's like not even, that's very loosely tied to the subject you're talking about. Because if it's just something you said and is relevancy to a quote from a movie that was just for fun. Yeah, I guess I suck for just having like a fun concept. Fuck me, I guess, huh? All right, let's see. Oh, he's spicy today. You sure he ain't bipolar or something? No. I actually, you know what? I don't think bipolar is an attention span thing, is it? And I don't think it is. It's a behavioral thing. Like there's like different forms of borderline personality disorder. Not borderline. Bipolar, whatever. I get those things mixed up. I'm not a psychologist, all right? Let me preference. I'm not a psych.
Isaac. Soul
Oh, you don't
of
give me multiple
Isaac.
options, huh? I guess if it just break things too much, this game.
Soul of Apollyon.
No, I'm like an encyclopedia in my mind, and I can just like pull out things, I guess, to some degree. I'm my counter, my curse ability though is I fucking hate math, and I'm not great with it. Yeah, but with that same kind of concept of that memorization, you can learn to be good in no time. Yeah. Yeah? Is that all you're gonna say? Yeah. But I got other business to tend to, like making Isaac videos. Did I kill what's his name here? Okay. Something tells me I did not. Black holes, son, won't you come? I don't remember if I took on Delirium or not. Did I? I don't think I did. I'm thinking of the last run. My mind is all kinds of fucked right now. Oh, shit. You slapped me and I was just a stranger in this room. You don't slap strangers, man. All right. Well, we got 2 of these things to go here. Before we pop the old R key and conclude this part of the portion of this vastly different entertainment experience. And go and upload the videos, get my shit ready and everything, and look for some stuff and get some stuff digitized, and a whole bunch of fucking things I gotta do today. The next couple of days. Crack jacks. Jacks with crackers in them. There you are. I figured that we didn't fight you. The flies are following the path to the great journey. Not some of you will not make it to the great journey and whatever. I forgot some of the lines from fucking Halo with the prophets. But it's alluding to, like, you know, your sacrifices are going to be doing the greater good with whatever the fuck. It's just a nerd. They got killed by the flood. Fuck them. Or stabbed by the arbiter. I guess depending on which one you're looking at with the different ones. I don't know. Like, they have names, I know, but, like, I don't fucking know what the fuck their names are. I know they're part of the Sanheli and shit. Anyways, that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.